So today we're not talking forex. There's other ways to make money. There's Amazon FBA. There's drop shipping. I used to drop ship. You see that Hush Tattoo numbing cream. This is. I found a supplier. Contacted them. Told them what I was going to do. So once a customer brought my product, I would then have their money in my PayPal account. I would then use that money to buy a bottle of this Hush Tattoo numbing cream. Use their shipping details to give to my supplier. The supplier would then ship the product to my customer for me. So there's no shipping cost for me. There's no handling for me. There's nothing. All I've got to do is send them the money, and they send my product out to the customer. That's what drop shipping is. Low risk, high reward. No money up front. So if there's no sale, you're not at a loss. You're not holding some massive supplier. I didn't have to hold boxes and boxes of this in my room anywhere. I was just working from my laptop at home, pretty much doing nothing really. Just sending my orders through to my supplier and getting them to do that. There's various ways to do this. You'll need a PayPal account. You'll need an eBay account. You'll need an Amazon sellers account. You can use a Shopify store, which would also mean you'll need either a website or a Facebook fan page to get started. Chosen platform, whether that be eBay, Amazon, or Shopify. Shopify stores, as I said, you will need to invest a little bit more capital because if you were to have eBay or Amazon as your platform, they already have such a large customer base already, so you won't have to spend any any capital on advertising. Although you can advertise on Amazon, and that's quite recommended if you're selling a product. If you're selling a product reoccurring, if you're not selling a couple of like one-off products, it isn't worth it. It really isn't worth your time to do that. But if you're constantly selling a product like month after month after month, it is really worth you investing some of your earnings back into advertising. Throwing money back into your business is always a smart idea. But with a Shopify store, you don't have that organic reach. So you need to put money into Facebook ads or ads on your website so you can drive traffic into your products because you have no customer base at all. It's down to you to get that reach. And if you already have a big following, if you have a blog, if you have a podcast, if you have a YouTube channel, anything like that, and you have a following, you can sell products in there also. So there's loads of different ways you can go about it, but the most common way is Amazon and eBay, especially when for people that are starting out. And most people will start out on websites such as AliExpress.com. You might have heard of Alibaba, this is the sister company to it. But AliExpress also has, as you can see here, ships from United Kingdom instead of China, which is quite a key feature because when selling your product, you're going to maybe have a 2 or 3 week wait when it's shipped from China. And your customer's going to be so pissed about this. Who wants to wait 2 or 3 weeks? Like, people moan about waiting a week for their product, their shipping. People are waiting out the windows all the time. Like, where's my product coming? When they're waiting for the postman to turn up, like, is my package here yet? Is my parcel here yet? People hate waiting for their stuff. Like, you know how it is when you order something. You want it instantly. People do not want to be waiting 2 or 3 weeks for their product to turn up. This is what I like about AliExpress. They have the option to ship from the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Spain. I do prefer the Europe countries to ship from because of the time limit, really. So if I were to choose this product, and I'd also prefer to choose a product with a higher margin as well, like toys, not so much electrical products because of returns. So I do like to do things like toys because of the margin. If you were to do something like a dress, women's clothing, that's going to be a low margin, a medium return rate because people either won't like how it feels, how it fits, how it looks. Sorry, just dropped my phone. How it looks, and toys are a lot less returnable, if that's the right sentence, if that's the right context for that. But let's have a scroll down. I would then look for the feedback You can also get look at the feedback here, but it's not as relevant. That just means not many people have bought this product. I look at overall feedback of the seller performance. That's more important to myself. I might even contact the seller and have a bit of back and forth, see how fast they reply, things like that. That's also important to me. And have a look around their store, see what other products they have. But then, more importantly, I would take part of this, the context of the title. I would then drop it into eBay and Amazon, and look, you can find the exact same one right here. You see the pattern on that little doll's dress hoodie, whatever it is exactly the same. And I'm buying this for £39.27. There's 3 days left on this offer, but usually it's £46.20, which is still a good price considering it's selling for £54.66, which is about a £10 profit margin once you've taken about all the fees and stuff like that off. And I'll do the same again on Amazon, and these silicone dolls are going for the same range between £50 and £90. So these seem like quite a good product to dropship. I'd experiment with this, and if it doesn't sell, I'm not at a loss. That's the beauty about dropshipping. If your product doesn't sell, you're not at a loss. So you can experiment with quite a few different products, so you'll find some sell a lot faster than others. So it's about finding what works for you and then doubling down on what works for you, really, at the end of the day. There's other ways you can go about finding suppliers, like my Hush tattoo cream wasn't found on this website. I had a look on Google myself. I was digging around for suppliers myself. I came across a UK supplier that stocks this cream, a tattoo wholesaler, and then I built a relationship with that supplier. And once I built that relationship with the supplier, they allowed me to drop ship their product. So I would send a spreadsheet with my customers' details on it, their address, their order, and then I would send that spreadsheet to my supplier, and then they would send the product on my behalf for me. And then they would give me the bill at the end of the month, and then I would pay off whatever that invoice was. Obviously, I kept track of my own sales myself on a spreadsheet. So obviously I knew that I wasn't getting ripped off really by my supplier, which is always handy. But you could also go to things like trade shows, like toy wholesalers are usually there as well, and health products are also quite common. But with things with health products, if you're selling on Amazon, there's something called restricted products for things like watches, health products, supplements, things like that. They are under a restricted category. You will need to get ungated to actually sell a product like that on Amazon. Stuff like toys are fine. There are a list of restricted products that you can get on Amazon. I might link that in the description. But it's always best to phone up and ask beforehand. You know, it's your business at the end of the day. You're not just somebody trying to make a quick buck. That's how it might turn out at first. But Amazon are quite strict with things like that, and it's best to get your knowledge before you go ahead with something like this. Otherwise, you'll get your account shut down, and then you're back to square one again. So I hope this has given you a little bit of direction about dropshipping, how it works, and good luck with it.